I'm going to show you how to do the reverse single crochet or crab stitch, which is this green yarn that you see here. I have a swatch that I knit in garter stitch, and then this purple yarn that you can see here, I did a base round of regular single crochets. You don't have to do that. You can work directly onto your knitted item or your crocheted item, what have you. But I find that the base round of the regular single crochets makes it a little bit easier for me to work this reverse single crochet or crab stitch. So let's get started. When you're doing the reverse single crochet, you're working from left to right instead of right to left, as you normally would if you're a right-handed crocheter. I'm going to start a couple of stitches away from my corner, and to get myself started, I'm just going to put my hook under a stitch and pull my yarn through that I'll be working with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chain one. I find that that makes starting the reverse single crochets a little bit easier. And now that I'm ready to begin, I'm going to take my crochet hook and I'm going to turn it so that it's pointing to the right. And I'm going to go under the next stitch here. I'm going to turn my hook so that I can grab my yarn. I'm going to pull it through. And as I'm pulling through, before I'm all the way under that stitch, I'm just going to turn or twist my hook like that and finish pulling the yarn through. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops on my hook, just as you would for a regular single crochet. Again, I'm going to turn my hook so that it's pointing to the right. I'm going to go into my next stitch here, turn the hook so that I can grab my yarn and pull it through. And as I'm pulling through, I'm just going to swing my crochet hook around so that it's pointing to the left. Just like that. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. So as you work, you can see that it's starting to form that beaded or corded edge that looks so neat. And I'm doing this on a knitted item. You of course can do this on a crocheted piece. You could even do this maybe on the edge of napkins, like nice dinner napkins. Put a decorative edge on a pillowcase maybe. Now when you get to your corner, we need to work 2 or maybe 3 reverse single crochets into the same corner stitch so that your fabric will lay flat. Working into that stitch 2 or 3 times will help you work your way around the corner of the fabric. And for this little piece that I have here, I think 2 stitches in that corner stitch will work well. If I get a few stitches away down the other side of my work and I see that maybe I could use another stitch in there, I can just rip back and do it, add 1 more stitch in there. That's the nice thing about crochet. It's really easy to rip back your work and redo. But that is all you have to do for the reverse single crochet. Okay, I'm at my last corner before I reach the point where I started my reverse single crochets, and so I'm going to once again work 2 of the reverse single crochets into my corner so that the fabric lays flat.
I'm a little monkey, Mommy. I'm a little monkey climber.
And then I have a couple of more stitches to work here before I get to the point where I started. So I'm just going to work those. One more. And then this is where I started, so I'm going to go in to that stitch just like I'm going to make another reverse single crochet, but instead of turning the hook around and pulling it through so that I have the 2 loops on the hook, I'm just going to pull through that first stitch there. And then I've joined my round here, and you would just cut your yarn, weave in your loose ends, and that is the reverse single crochet